Hey YouTube, this is KP with KP Details. Join me as I do the wheel coating on this one tire. I was sick last weekend and honestly that was all that I was able to muster up. But this is a 2019 Jeep Cherokee. It has 103,000 miles on it. You can see the condition of the rims. I don't know if it's ever been detailed or not, but looks like I'm going to have this car for a little bit. It is a company car. So I'm going through and changing things one by one. And I think I'm going to do a ceramic coating on it as well for the entire car itself. So first thing that I'm going to do is take off the wheels. I got this. This is a Jack and Jill of all tires. I don't know about you, but when it comes to taking off these SUV wheels, I'm fine. But they're like 40 to 50 pounds, and putting them on has been just a pain in the butt. And especially on the Jeeps and the Volkswagens of the world where there's no stud, I've definitely found it very difficult. So this is the inside of the wheel. It's just got this black, brownish, chalky appearance. Doesn't look very good at all. And I'm going to do a deep clean on it. I'm going to use my preferred wheel and tire cleaner is the NanoSkin non-acid wheel and tire cleaner. And I'm going to use it in here on the plastics underneath. And I use this brush. I think I got it from AutoZone, possibly. I'll make sure to put some links in the description so that if you're interested in any of these products, you can get it yourself. So the NanoSkin, I love it because you dilute it 4-to-1 and it just goes very far. And my preferred method for putting the NanoSkin on whatever surface is the Marilix Industry Ergo Alka 1000, since that is an alkaline cleaner. So wasn't using the pressure washer, didn't really feel like getting all of that out. So I am getting the wheel wet, getting my Marilix out with the NanoSkin diluted 4-to-1. And then last week or a few weeks ago, I forgot when it was now, I opened up a mystery box that I'd gotten from Car Supply's warehouse back in November or December. And it included this Cool Guys wheel cleaner. So it is definitely a iron remover. But wasn't that bad. In general, unless I'm doing a wheels off, I'm not going to use a dedicated iron remover because I just don't need it for just a maintenance type detail. But if I am going to be going through coating it, I definitely want to do an iron remover, especially in the back sides of the spokes. You just get a lot of brake dust and corrosion and just everything else gathers in that area. So I went through and I cleaned the back side and the front side of the rims. I believe it was 3 times. And I only did the actual tire part on the back side once. So another thing I love about this Jack and Jill trolley is I use it as my stand to do my tire cleaning because it's very versatile. It's very it's compact-ish, I guess, is one way to put it. But the tire also doesn't flop off, so I was getting that issue with some of the other wheel stands that I was using. There was no back support for it. And with this, I just don't have that issue. So I have to say, this doesn't smell horrible. It smells like bubblegum and wheel cleaner and iron remover. So they've masked the smell pretty well. So yeah, when it comes to iron removers, the Cool Guys wheel cleaner or tire cleaner, whatever it's called, it's pretty good. So here now, since I'm getting ready for actually coating this wheel, I am going to use the G-Technic panel wipe. I had not used it before. I have used the G-Technic base, and it smelled just absolutely. It is so strong. It really is overpowering. But this G-Technic panel wipe for cars, I think this is the version 2 from what I got, the information that Jason had sent out with that mystery box. It's pretty pleasant. It's not as pleasant as Geon Prep. Geon Prep, I enjoy the smell of it. But this was definitely not bad. Make sure that when you are using the prep before you're coating, that you're getting in all of the little nooks and crannies of the wheel, because you want the coating to be able to bond to all of the different surfaces or all of the different facets of the wheel. And now that I did the prep on the underside of the wheel well and also the rim itself, I am using, this is an old coating. I have quite a few old coatings around that I just can't put on customers' cars because I don't know what the longevity of them is going to be. So this is actually a pretty good test for me too, that maybe I should put these on our vehicles and see what the longevity of them is, because if it fails, big whoop. So this is the ASP metal oxide. Some of you might know this coating. You can see just what a huge difference it made on the trim. The only thing I've ever put on this trim is the Jess Cart trim and tire protectant. And then now this is just more of a permanent coating that this will last hopefully about a year. This coating was meant to go on plastics. It's been open for a while. It's definitely been open for over a year. So I'm going to see how it holds up with just a proper preparation. It was still liquid. I wasn't having any issues getting it out of the bottle. So I figured, you know what, let me go ahead and use it on one of my vehicles. When you're doing a trim coating, make sure that you just use your fingers to keep the actual ceramic coating off of the car, or the car paint, let's say, and so that you're just going around the actual trim itself. And now I am putting the coating on the rim face, and I'm also going to do the back portion of the coating. So you can see I'm going in and I'm making sure that I'm getting that all of the different surfaces, so that the the rim is just so much easier to clean once you do have a coating on it. Once it flashed, it did like a sweating. I wiped it off with this cloth. I was only doing one tire, so I just changed the faces of the cloth is what I was doing. And then you can see here that sweating that I was telling you about. And honestly, for 103,000 miles, a 2019 Jeep Cherokee, I did not expect the interior of this rim to look this good, especially because it's a company vehicle and I'm not sure that it ever really got a detail per se. And now that I've finished up with that wheel, wiped it twice, I am putting the wheel bolts in. So because of the fact that this doesn't have a wheel stud sticking out of it, the best thing that I found for me was to use the Jack&Jill of all tires. That makes it so much easier than trying to hold 40 pounds while getting that bolt through into the hole. So once I got my the bolt in, I used the socket, the lug nut wheel socket, and actually, as you can see here, just hand tightened it in. And then once that top one was in, I was good to go, because I was able to move out that Jack&Jill of all tires and then just rotate the tire just a little bit in order to get it. And there was no threat of cross-threading. And I was really happy using this trolley versus trying to fight with a 40 to 50 pound wheel. So once I was done, I torqued these down to spec. Probably should have had the Jeep on the ground. I'll definitely do that next time. Sorry that this last part is a little shaky, but look how great that rim looks. Look how awesome underneath this wheel well is looking. It's black, it's shiny, but not too shiny. The rim itself feels especially smooth. I, of course, put some tire dressing on there. Versus this was the passenger side that has not been done, and you can see what it really looked like before, which is just a pretty good before and after. If you're looking for this type of service in the Chesterfield area, please contact me, info@kpdetails.com. Thanks for watching.